Khaled, first of all, congratulations on being recipient of the 2017 James C. Morgan Global Humanitarian Award.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much.
Many of us know you as the author of award-winning books, including The Kite Runner. Some of us locally know you're a graduate of Independence High School in East San Jose, as well as Santa Clara University. But fewer of us know about your foundation, the Khaled Hosseini Foundation, and the work it does in providing humanitarian assistance to Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is my birthplace. I wrote about the upheavals of the last 40 years, and the characters in my books live through them. The foundation is an attempt to access and reach real-life people who are the counterparts of those characters. So with our foundation, we focus on human rights, on healthcare, on education, and on livelihood. And we try to target women and children, who are the two groups that have the deepest needs and the ones that often go forgotten.
So this work seems to very much align with your work with the United Nations. You've worked with that refugee agency as a Goodwill ambassador. What does that mean? What is your role and where has it taken you?
I'm a former refugee myself. I came to the US as an asylum seeker. And so for me, the work that UNHCR, the UN refugee, does resonates personally. Today, there are over 65 million people in the world who are displaced. 22 million people are refugees. More than ever before, there's an urgent need for partnership, for solidarity, working together to bring about solutions to these crises for millions of fellow human beings whose lives have been disrupted through no fault of their own.
So recently you were involved in a new film, a 360-degree film called The Sea Prayer.
I wrote the story in memory of Alan Kurdi, the 3-year-old Syrian boy who drowned in the Mediterranean and whose body washed up on a Turkish beach in September of 2015. And also in the memory of the more than 8,500 people who've lost their lives at sea since Alan's drowning. My hope with this story is that viewers will be reminded that no one today should have to resort to putting their family on a boat manned by smugglers whose entire business model thrives on human misery merely to reach safety.
So how else do you think technology could be used to make this a better world, especially in the area of refugees and resettlement?
There are databases that have been created to allow refugees to reconnect with missing family members. Drones that fly over the Mediterranean and scour for refugees who are in distress. Apps that allow and help refugees to navigate through the whole bureaucracy of asylum registration and allow them and help them to access basic services. I think a common trend is to either vilify or exalt technology, as it's either our salvation or our undoing, depending on whom you listen to, especially here in the Bay Area. The reality is it's neither good nor nefarious. It's an enormous tool. It's a power.
So what is your hope for the students and the families who will experience the Tech for Global Good programming during this next year?
Look, I'm a father of 2 teenagers, and my kids practically grew up in the Tech Museum. I remember taking them when they were children. So they are part of this generation that has a deep and intimate relationship with technology. And my hope is that kids, like my own children, will use technology and modern innovation as a way of advancing the world and as a way of bringing about positive change in the world and making it a better place for all of us.
Well, thank you, Khaled. And on behalf of the Tech Museum and Applied Materials, thank you for your ongoing commitment to refugees, and thank you for using technology for good.
Well, thank you. I'm truly honored. Thank you.